Hi, my name is Catherine Ritlaw and I run Journey's End Ranch Animal Sanctuary, and my friends wanted me to enter this contest because we always need funding to take care of the 24 animals that we have living here. So I will get behind the camera and show you around a little bit. Thank you. Journey's End Ranch Animal Sanctuary has been a 501c3 nonprofit organization since March of 2010. We mostly have rescued mustangs and formerly wild burros. We also have a 33-year-old Arabian stallion that's been here for 3.5 years that was saved from horrendous abuse and neglect in California 4 years ago. We're in Arizona's high desert in northwestern Arizona on 24 acres. I own the property. It houses the facility at no cost to the sanctuary itself. We have 6 formerly wild burros. 3 of them arrived pregnant, so we have their offspring. And we also have one little miniature donkey that's about 30 years old that we took in. This little burro here had been a wild burro up until last November. His name is Poco, and I wrote a children's story about him. He's a pretty amazing survivor because he survived for 11 years in the wild with a very badly deformed hoof. It's a birth defect, and actually one of his feet doesn't have a real hoof on it. It's just hoof material. And Poco managed to survive out in the wild for 11 years on his own, but he was very thin and he's very small because he didn't get enough to eat in his life. So now he's here where he's safe and happy with all of his other friends. There's Poco's friend Chico, who's about a 30-year-old miniature donkey that needed a place to come about 6 months ago. And Poco, being small and apparently got picked on in the wild by other burros, he was afraid of our bigger burros. So this works out really well with the two of them. They play and they run and have a great time together. We have 5 horses over on this side of the driveway. One, this chestnut here is a 25-year-old Arabian mare, and the other 4 are mustangs. The Pinto Mustang there is 26 years old and has a bad knee. Several of the Mustangs came out of animal shelters where they'd either been seized from abusers or found abandoned. And these 2 Mustangs both have injuries that prevent them from being usable. And the small guy there was abused somewhere along the line because he's actually untouchable. You can't get that close to him. And he came here as a stallion, but we managed to get him cooped up so that the vet could come and geld him, so he's doing a lot better now. And they get along great, these 2. This is Knickers, who's a 33-year-old Arabian stallion. He was seized from an abuser hoarder 4 years ago in California. And after 6 months in foster care, he was losing his foster home and he was going to be put to sleep. He had been kept in horrible conditions for 10 years prior to that, so we heard about him and offered him a home, and he came here, and he's a little bit hard to handle. He can be dangerous because of his past abuse issues, but he does quite well here. He's very happy having all this space to himself, and he loves the burros. He likes to nuzzle with them through the fence. At his age, he's too old to be gelded. It wouldn't make any difference with his behavior, so he's still a stallion. And this is why we'd like to win a contest, because we have a lot of animals here that need to be fed. I do all the work myself. I don't get a salary. I do the hoof trimming myself. I do a lot of the vetting myself because I was a vet tech before I became disabled after a lifetime of undiagnosed Lyme disease. And despite my many health challenges and not feeling really great most of the time, I managed to do all the work, and we would really appreciate winning this contest. Thank you.